I'm in the booth. Don't shoot. Which y'all need some proof?
Introducing
Just watch my
the
videos,
2
man.
racks a
2
week
racks a week
challenge.
Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed. When I drive, I make
video, and then where you were just showing all your 2500. I said, okay, all right. I said I can get with that.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
When I drive, I make 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed. Man, what's going on, people? Ronnie Speed coming back. Man, you know what time it is, man. Here we have the 2 racks a week challenge. Here we have another winner by the name of Leonard. Leonard, tell him a little bit about yourself, what market you drive in, and how long have you been doing Uber or Lyft?
So yeah, my name is Leonard. Like you said, I'm driving in the LA market. So I'm from LA, born and raised, and I've been driving for about 2 years now. Yeah, about 2 years.
Okay, and which platform?
Um, well, I signed up for both. I signed up for Uber and Lyft, but mainly Uber. Uber's that one, man.
Okay.
Lyft is like just secondary substitute.
All right. Yeah, exactly, man. Well, before we get started, first I want to thank you, and for the guys and for the men and women who are watching this video. Once I had the second official winners link up, I opened up the panel to drivers who have not officially made 2 racks a week, aka $2,000. And Leonard, he showed up. He was the only one who showed up, so I definitely want to commend you for that. He took it serious. He showed up, took some notes. He was fired up, and a week later,
Yeah.
he hit his $2,000. So you already know I'm about to get one in. Not too shabby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, he got it done real quick, man. That's a quick turnaround, man.
Sure.
And that goes to show you, like, it's definitely possible. It all depends on your willpower and how bad you want it, man. So prior to you making your 2 racks, tell the audience or refresh the audience one more time. What was your highest week?
So my highest week was 1750.
Okay.
Like I said in the video on the panel. And that was due to I had some generous requests that week too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell as well. But yeah, 1750. That was the highest week.
Okay. So 1750. Then a week later, bam, you hit your $2,000. So first and foremost, how did that feel? Like, yeah. How did it feel first?
Honestly, man, I had so many thoughts, so many feelings, but ultimately, like, I felt like damn, like I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I accomplished it. Like I set out to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because initially, like prior to you, I didn't think it was possible, bro. Like, so to readapt my mindset, to aim for the goal, to set it and to hit it. I had one of those moments. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for sure. Yeah. So it felt good, man. It felt great, bro. Good is an understatement. It felt great.
Yeah, man. Damn, man. Congratulations. Hold on. I got to get another one in, man. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Dang, not too shabby.
Already.
So within a week, you came, you was fired up, bam, you hit your $2,000. So tell the audience, what was like the difference, like from the time that you made like your $1,700 to $2,000, what exactly did you do differently? And how did you go about readapting your mindset to make $2,000?
For sure. So it was a couple of things. Well, first of all, the energy, like after the panel, just being on there with the crew, like that was enough inspiration alone. You know what I'm saying? That motivated me within itself. But as far as doing things differently, I really focused on what you said in terms of just focusing on the hours. And I don't know if you remember, but you gave me like a little schedule. You know what I'm saying? You was like, get the bulk done Monday through Friday. That way I can have the weekends, you know what I'm saying, to like basically do 5 and 5, 5 hours on Saturday, 5 hours, 5 hours on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I took that, like, and I was just focused on like, okay, let me just get my hours in. As far as my strategy, as far as driving differently, I really didn't do anything differently besides I focused more on LAX.
Okay.
Yeah, I really spent a lot of time at LAX picking up rides. I mean, taking people to LAX and picking up people from LAX. I didn't spend no time in the waiting lobby. You know what I'm saying? Because we
Right.
don't do that. That's for the.
Right. Yeah.
Saying. So that was really the only thing different. You know what I'm saying? And hitting the quest as well. And on the weekends, I don't know what it was, but initially I wasn't really doing deliveries, but on the weekends I did some deliveries. You know what I'm saying? And it
Hmm.
really helped with the speed of getting my count up for the quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I incorporated that on the weekends. But as far as that's pretty much all I did differently. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? As far as so what I was doing prior.
Yeah.
But yeah, just hitting the 10 hours, man. Like every day. That's what I set out to do.
Yes, sir. Man, you
And
made an interesting point. You saying like joining the panel, hearing like their stories, it kind of like inspired you and got you fired up. So I think that's what it was, like you sitting there, you listening to the stories and it's like, damn, man, like I could definitely do it because that was a pretty big panel. It was seven other
oh yeah,
people, including yourself and like all talking, all like giving words of wisdom, inspiration. So
mhm,
I think, that's what it is, man.
for
So
sure.
like once you join like the panel, man, like what what exactly or no, not what exactly. Why exactly do you think this is, so important, like the whole like 2 racks a week challenges and like causing more awareness for like drivers out here?
Uh well, I mean, because a lot of drivers are unaware, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For one, like I said, I just didn't know, like I didn't think it was possible, bro. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I had YouTubed a lot of videos on like prior to driving when I first started driving, but for some reason I never found your content. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I always found like the nerds, you know what I'm saying, on
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube. Like, but when I found your channel, how I found your channel was another driver actually told me like about you. You know what I'm saying? I had left LAX. I stopped at a gas station to
Hmm.
vacuum out my car, and another driver walked up to me, and he was like, "Hey man, you look like Ronnie." And, yo, I was like, it's usually somebody walk up on me like that, like it won't be like a good reaction, but
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
energy was so solid, like he was so cool. I wasn't even tripping off of you. So I laughed at him. I'm like, man, who is Ronnie? He do what we do. He driver. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like he like look him up on YouTube, right? So I had looked you up on YouTube, bro, and I had seen the title of the video, how to
Hmm.
make $2,000 in a week. And I had say, I used to click watch for later on YouTube so you can
Yeah,
watch.
yeah, yep. Hmm.
So I saved it. So when I got to the crib, I checked it out.
Hmm.
Anyway, it's important because, well, it was important for me, I can say personally, because when I seen your video, I had to see your videos. Like
Yeah.
I had to see you like filming, waking up. It's 5:30 in the morning. Like it's your boy Speed. I'm going down to
Yeah.
the car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
had to see that, bro. Like, I don't know what it was. That was important. Like, it was important for me to see that. For me to really like, I'm like, damn, this dude do the same thing I do. Like why am I not making the bread he making? Like, what am I doing wrong? And then
Right,
you in the
right.
video, like giving game, like really telling people, being transparent, like, yeah, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, like based off of your experiences. And I'm just like that changed my perspective on
Okay.
what I was doing. Like I completely changed my perspective on it, bro. I was like, yo, like I ain't been doing this right. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I could really make a move. Like, I could really make some things happen. So it's important, man, because it exposes people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It exposes people who not aware. And sometimes you got to see about it. You can't just hear about it. You got to see with your own eyes, And
Right.
that was important for me.
Yeah, man. Well, shout out to you for even, even being open minded to even doing the research. Cause I know a lot of people like check this person out, or even people ask me for mine, like, what's your YouTube channel? Then I start telling them and they don't write it down or nothing. But shout out
Yeah,
to you for you even, being open minded, writing down the name and saving it, actually watching it, man.
for
I
sure.
appreciate and I appreciate that that very much. So do you remember exactly like what exactly did I say that he's like, I'm about to try to make this $2,000. I ain't think it was possible. Let me go after it, man. Like what sparked your interest for you to even, try to even make it?
Honestly, um, I mean, just seeing that it was possible, like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you had a completely different mindset, you know what I'm saying? From
Hmm.
mine at the time, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was just, it was like I said, it was just seeing it. Like, first of all, it ain't too many out here where I ain't ran into too many other like young brothers driving Uber or Lyft, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So when I seen you, I'm like, okay, like, bro, really, like, he do look like me in terms of, you know what I mean, as
Yeah,
far as
yeah, yeah. I know
young
what you
brother, you know what I'm saying?
mean.
Like, and he getting it, like, he on his hustle, like he doing the same thing I'm doing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it was important for me to see that, and once I saw it, like, I don't know what it was, man. Everybody's unique in their own way, and you
Right.
just like you're a unique individual. So the way you did it, your way, is just like it inspired me, bro. Like you doing the push-ups and shit, pulling over. I'm like, yo, like this dude is for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no waiting until 5:30 to go to the gym. Like, I'm gonna get mine in between trips. So
Yes, sir.
seeing that, I'm like, okay, I need to change my mindset. You know what I'm saying? So it's exposure for sure. It's exposure.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Just trying to help people out and show them what exactly can be done. Like, so what even inspired you to even start driving like Uber and Lyft? Like, what were you doing prior? Because I know a lot of people are like specifically in like your situation, like they new to it. Um, they seen all these like winners. And I'm like, damn, man. So what's your background? Like, what even made you even want to attempt, driving or doing rideshare?
Right. So at the time, I just needed some bread, bro. Like I recall, like I said, I started in July of 2019,
Mm-hmm.
right? So prior to even doing Uber, like I was doing music. I was an audio engineer.
Mm-hmm.
So I would engineer sessions for different artists, rappers, and singers.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I was working at a studio and the studio got shut down.
Mm.
So at the time, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? The studio shut down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I was never the 9 to 5 type. You feel what I'm saying? I don't like nobody telling me what to do. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, or you know what I'm saying? So after it got shut down, my cousin actually told me, he was like, hey man, like you should look into driving Uber because, and the reason why he recommended it is because he was saying like when he go out with his lady late night, like he'd be spending like 40, $50 on rides. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I know if I'm spending this, like these dudes is making money. And plus he heard
Yeah.
about cats he know that was driving and making bread. So he
Mm-hmm.
told me about it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna sign up for it. So what I did was I signed up, and like I said at the time, I started with the rental company,
Oh yeah.
yeah, which was called Fair at the time out here
Mm-hmm.
in LA. And I don't recommend nobody just starting off to start off under, you know what I'm saying, like a rental company, unless you absolutely have to. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? But that's pretty much how I started off, man. And at the time I was working enough, driving enough to cover the car and to have at least 1,000 a week in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like to me at the time, that was like, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah.
eating. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I thought that was enough, to be honest, bro. Like I got comfortable. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I didn't think beyond that, you
Mm-hmm.
know, until like I said, until I was exposed to it.
Yeah, man. Nah, bro, I totally get it. And like it's definitely, life changing, man. Like once you start this, you're like, damn, man, this is where it's at. So like since you've been doing it for a few years, talk about, like the ways that like pretty much like levitated from, working like a 9 to 5. Now you're doing this, making money, having like the autonomy, doing what you want to do. Talk about ways that you change and, like how does that like all these features benefit you as a person?
The main thing is freedom.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and being in control of your time. Like to me, that's there's nothing above that. You know what I'm saying? So just having flexibility and being able to work like when I want to work on my time, like that's second to none. But
Hmm.
in terms of like working out and doing these challenges, as far as I've learned a lot about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to hit this goal, trying to hit this challenge, like you learn a lot about yourself. You know what I'm saying? because when you out there driving, like it's you versus you. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? It's like only you know what you thinking, like when that third or fourth hour come around, like, you know what I'm saying? And in the back of your mind, you like, damn, like I could really cut this thing off right now, you know what I'm saying? And go do like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really like it's you versus you. Like you learn what type of person you are, you learn your weaknesses, your strengths, and you got to choose to whether or not if you go work on them. You know what I'm saying? I think this challenge like specifically benefits that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you work, it's bigger than just $2,000. Like you literally working on being disciplined, being structured, being organized. Because when you're making this type of money, like everything revolves around your work. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got like children, you know what I'm saying? Or you married or something, that's different. Like,
Right. Right.
but other than that, like everything revolves around the grind. So like you learn like what you're capable of doing, what you're not capable of doing in terms of managing things. And you like, damn, okay, I gotta work on this. Like, and to
Yep.
me, every week is a challenge, like
Yep.
a new challenge. Like Monday, I get to start over. So like Fred had told me, and he was like, man, just write down like you only you know like what you struggle with. So I write down what I was struggling with. Even the week I hit 2K, like I wasn't satisfied, bro. Like
Yeah.
I didn't meet my expectations. I thought I was gonna be happy when I got it, but then I was like, okay, I'm never gonna meet my expectations. You know what I'm saying? Let me continue to set it higher. Let me continue to strive. So
Yep.
that's what I mean by it's bigger than the 2K. I think the 2K is like it obviously is
It's
symbolized
surface level.
for sure.
Mhm.
It's absolutely surface level. That's the perfect way to put it. You know what I'm saying? And the more you work into that, like I think eventually it's gonna become like the bare minimum, like the base. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like so it's just it just symbolizes the grind, man, and what it comes with. But I found it very beneficial this week in terms of working on myself as a person, bro. Like that was the most thing that really like caught my attention.
Yeah, man. Good, man. And that's exactly what it is, man. See, you understand, and it, like I said, man, it's way like goes way beyond like making $2,000 in a week because that's really surface level. Like, a lot of people, they find it as a milestone, which is fine, because a lot of people didn't really understand, like, oh shit, I didn't know I could make $2,000. Let me try. Then
Yeah,
they scratch and claw. Maybe it take them a couple weeks, couple months, or whatever the time frame is, then they hit it. You like, damn, man. Like I fought, I actually tried, I had a goal and I achieved it. And I
yeah,
think that's important because a lot of people, don't really set goals and don't strive for anything, so they don't hit anything. So
true.
it's all about achievement, getting your confidence up and, showing like yourself that, that you're capable and that you can do it.
Absolutely,
And that's what it's
absolutely.
really about. That's what this 2 racks a week challenge represents, man. So why do you think like so many people try to discredit it or try to find ways to not saying it's valid or like don't even say, oh, you shouldn't drive, it's not worth it. Like what do you think about those people mindset?
Uh, it's limited.
Hmm.
It's limited. It's the limited mentality, and I know because I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I said, sometimes you limit yourself unconsciously. Like, for example, um, being picky with when you want to drive, or if I want to drive in traffic or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do I want to drive at night, or I really don't want to drive on the weekend? So you know what I'm saying? Like
Right, right.
me personally, I set a lot of limitations on myself, bro. Like I would wake up the day, think about my schedule, and revolve it around watching a game. I'm talking about prior weeks, but watching a basketball game, you know what I'm saying, in the afternoon. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I had to switch up my mentality, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and when you begin to do that, your perspective changes. So instead of coming home and stopping my paper to watch some other dudes on TV get their paper, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay out here and get my paper. So I began to look at it like that. And that's just one little thing. Like it's so many different limitations we put on ourselves, but
Yep.
the main thing is just it's the mindset. Like you have to, you gotta really decide, like, do I want to hit this or not? And once you watching the videos, like once you see this the speed video, you like, in the back of your mind, like, do I want to do this or not? Like,
Right.
so
Yep.
if you know in the back of your mind, like, damn, I want to do this, like you can't be looking to set any limitations on yourself throughout the process. You got to tell yourself, like, I'm gonna do this regardless of whatever else happens. If I got to do such and such throughout the week, I'm gonna revolve it around this. You know what I'm saying? You have to make it the priority. So
Right.
it's just the mindset, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I totally, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. But I
nowhere.
totally agree, man. Like it is like about the mindset because like prior to like me making the channel, I generally, I mean genuinely used to get upset and pissed off because I used to hear so many stories from like people who used to get in my car and like, yeah, I used to drive. Oh, how was your experience? Well, I don't think it's worth it. I wasn't making money and it's not worth it. And I was doing spreadsheets. I'm like, what? How are you not making money?
Yeah,
At the time, like I'm killing it.
they don't
Then
put in the time.
yeah,
They
and they
don't put
don't
in
put
the
in the
time.
time in, like you said, it's the mindset, man. So like how hard was it for you to, be able to take accountability? Because you seem like, okay, well, I'm setting up limitations for myself. I'm prioritizing watching, basketball games, watching other people get their bag instead of like me getting a bag. How hard was how hard was it for you to transition to, being more focused on yourself? Because a lot of people they can't do that.
Well, you got to be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not go get on here and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
me, I believe like the worst person you could lie to is yourself. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I know in the back, like I said, it's just everybody's different, bro. Like that's just one example. I know in the back of my mind, like, damn, I'm thinking about that finals game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I know that. You know what
Yeah, I'm
I'm
thinking about
saying?
that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I know that, but you got to make a decision. Like, okay, what's more important? So I'm telling you, when I asked myself that question, my perspective changed because my mind had already made up, was already made up. I'm hitting the 2K. So that's when I began to look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like only you know, man. Like everybody's different. Like you know what's preventing you from putting in that time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
are you go prioritize that or you go prioritize the grind? It's real simple. So for me, like my mind was made up, bro. Like I was fed up with myself. Like, cause I was content. Like I said, I was content with just getting 1,000, 1,250, you know what I'm saying, at the max. Like I was tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm
Mhm.
doing my bills and expenses and thinking about shit I want to do, I'm like, man, this ain't enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not enough. So just knowing what type of person I am, knowing the things that I want and what I'm aspiring to do, I'm like, okay, like I got to get this too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do this. I got to really get on my grind. Like, do I want to get on my grind? Absolutely.
Yep.
So what do I have to do to get on my grind? Okay. Are you an early person? Or are you a night person? I'm an early person. So I'm gonna wake up as early as possible. The first thing I'm gonna do is get out there and get at least 4 to 5 hours in before I do anything else. You know what I'm saying? So this was my mindset now. This is the first thing I'm waking up, I'm thinking about the grind. You know what I'm saying? And for the people that drive early, everybody, like I said, everybody different, but it's a struggle to get up early every morning consistently. Well, I ain't gonna say it's a struggle. For me, it's not. It's a pain rather, but it's so rewarding. Like around 9 or 10 o'clock,
Yep.
you already got 5 hours in. You feel me? You sitting on probably 150 to 200, depending on the ride you got. And people just got to work to their regular little 9 to 5 2 hours ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So this is the psyche. The psyche is important, man. Like I said, everybody's different. For me, for my psyche, I gotta have that. I gotta have a certain amount of hours in by a certain time. And I know that about myself. You know what I'm saying? So if I know that about myself, I know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
all it is. You gotta decide.
Yeah, man. Damn, man. You was dropping some heat, man. And like, yeah, because like
I'm
you
just
said
be
earlier,
honest.
man,
I'm
like
gonna
you
give
start
y'all
to you
straight
start
up.
to learn about like yourself, man, like your limitations, some of your behaviors. You start to learn your strengths, your weaknesses. Okay, like, yeah, I've noticed, okay, I'm more productive in early morning. So let me wake up a little bit earlier because like you said, like you start early, you get 5 to 6 hours in, it's only 10, 11 o'clock. And now you're feeling good about yourself, and it makes it easier for you to carry on that momentum, throughout
Absolutely.
the day. So
Absolutely.
man, you definitely, rocking and rolling. You definitely found like the benefits, and you found, the true meaning behind this. But before we get up out of here, man, like leave the audience or like specifically, like the newbies, you know, people that's coming on along to driving Uber and Lyft. Um, what type of words of encouragement or advice would you give to these people?
Readapt your mindset in terms of keeping it simple. Like Ronnie said, just focus on the hours. Like when I made it simple and just focus on the hours, everything changed. Make it simple, focus on the hours. And like I said, everybody's different. So drive at the times that's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you get those hours in. It's real simple.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Like I'm a leave with some closing thoughts as well. It is. It's it's very simple. It's easy, but and then when I say it's easy, now don't mean it's not gonna be hard work. It's definitely gonna be some work, but it's easy because only thing you have to do is just put the time in, and you will be rewarded. And if you screw up, figure out some of the areas you making mistakes at, and readjust for next week. But I'm telling you, you are definitely capable. You definitely would do it. And you know, for the people who are using YouTube as a search engine and trying to find content of people who are making money, be careful of who you are watching. Look at them, see if they got pictures, see if they have like the mindset that you're looking for, or somebody that you want to emulate, someone that you can respect. If they just sitting there complaining, more than likely, they can't help you. So, man, come get on the winning team, man, because we're gonna win over here. That's all I gotta say. But
Absolutely.
man, I just want to thank Leonard. Shout out to LA. LA's killing the game right now. I think LA has the most winners so far. So shout out to the Los Angeles area. Like I said, man, he came on the second 2 racks a week winners link up. He sat down. He was serious, and bam, a week later, he got it accomplished. He got it done, man. So
Yeah, we're
goes
going
to
every
show you,
week now.
man. Yep, it's just the mindset behind you. So yeah, man, we'll see you next week. Hold on, let me show y'all the 2 racks a week shirt.
Oh, you know I need it, Speed. I gotta have it.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. 2 racks a week, man. We see y'all next week. All right, holla back. Peace.
Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed, 60 hours.